right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And over the middle, this is Parker.
Tagovailoa's pass complete to Devontae Parker. A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller. 37 yards. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Raiders 0. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Tyron Johnson. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Let's go. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
21. Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st down, Dolphins.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And now some space to operate. Touchdown, Dolphins. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Carr now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. The first half is winding down, and the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Raiders 14. Daniel.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Tua, the final shot before half. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Here's Tua. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Johnson now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Raekwon Davis coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for Miami.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Fuller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Complete to Will Fuller. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Tua now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On play action, here's Tua. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
The 4-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown, Miami.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Coleman. And the return will stop right around the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also